All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's on the Power. So I'm still sick, but I'm going to crank out this news video for you guys today anyway, so I apologize for the voice. But I do still have a couple interesting stories for you guys today. So CT Fletcher is the first story in the news today. So recently he was in the hospital again, where he had 5 tubes inserted into his abdomen to have blood drained out. Now, of course, as we all know, last year CT Fletcher had the heart transplant, so I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning was for having to have this blood drained out, but I'm assuming it was probably related to something with his heart. Now, in true CT Fletcher fashion, the caption also reads, "Will I ever see my abs again? Let's see what a determined 60-year-old can do. I got help this time from TC1 Gel and Trifecta Systems. Feel the burn." So CT, always the motivational character here, not just talking about recovering from a health standpoint, but talking about getting his abs back. So I would expect nothing less from CT Fletcher. He's a friend of the channel. I do wish him the best. Thoughts and prayers are with him, hoping a speedy recovery and that he gets those abs back. Now, next up in the news, I want to talk about the 2019 Arnold Classic and specifically Victor Martinez return to the bodybuilding stage in Columbus, Ohio. So recently, on Muscle and Strength's YouTube channel, they posted a workout video with Victor Martinez, assuming this is a relatively recent workout video. Victor Martinez is looking pretty damn good in this video. Now, keep in mind, Victor Martinez is 45 years old. We haven't seen him compete in a while. The last time he won the Arnold Classic was back in 2007. So a lot of people aren't really talking about Victor Martinez as being a major threat to the 2019 Arnold Classic lineup, but I do think he could be a wild card in this particular lineup. Now, so far, we only have 13 confirmed competitors. We have the original list that the Arnold Classic put out, which had 12 competitors on it, and we added Lionel Bayecki to that list. So if you have not seen the list of qualified competitors for the 2019 Arnold Classic, I'm going to go through it here one more time for you guys. You got William Bonac, the defending champion, Rafael Brandao, Brandon Curry, Charles Dixon, Steve Kuklo, Josh Lenardowitz, Victor Martinez, Cedric McMillan, Luke Sando, Mikhail Volikin, Akeem Williams, and Rolly Winkler. And of course, Lionel Bayecki, who was omitted from this list. So while we do have a lot of big names, a lot of very good bodybuilders on this list, I do think it's certainly a possibility that Victor Martinez could be a top 6 guy here, even possibly a top 3 guy if he comes in looking really, really good. There is certainly a potential for Victor Martinez to be one of the top guys at the 2019 Arnold Classic. I do think he's a wild card guy that a lot of people aren't really expecting to do very well because we haven't seen him compete very recently. But I do think Victor is a guy to watch out for in this lineup. I think based on that recent video with Muscle and Strength, we could see Victor surprise a lot of people. Now, also in 2019 Arnold Classic news, if you didn't catch my video yesterday, this past weekend we had the 2019 Arnold Classic Pro Strongman Qualifier. Very big event. Lots of big names in the industry showed up there. You had Sean Roden showing up there. You had Hafthor Bjornsson. You had Brian Shaw, Larry Wheels. And the winner of this Arnold Classic Strongman Pro Qualifier 2019 was a guy named Martinez. I wanted to give him another shout out in this video because I butchered his name in the last video. And I wanted to shout out his YouTube channel as well. He has 8,600 subscribers on YouTube. And I watched a couple of his videos. Very entertaining and very informative stuff on his channel. So I would encourage you guys to check it out. I think it's a pretty good channel. So shout out again to Martin Leases for winning that Arnold Pro Strongman Qualifier. And again, I apologize for butchering your name yesterday. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are boxing fans as well, and you guys might have caught the fight this weekend, Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. Now, this was a pretty interesting event. Everything about it really was kind of newsworthy. Now, just right off the bat, Adrian Broner is from Cincinnati. I'm also from Cincinnati, so I watched the fight just out of default. I wouldn't really say I'm an Adrian Broner fan, but because he is a hometown boy, I wanted to watch the fight. So I knew this was going to be interesting right after watching the pre-fight press conference, where he basically cusses out the guy that's asking questions because the guy apparently was talking shit about him on Twitter. I'm going to roll that clip right now.
And a win would mean so much to you. Explain a little bit on how it is turning the page for you.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I don't fuck with you, bro. I don't fuck with you. You be talking too much shit about me on Twitter, bro. And I'm gonna let you get it. Yeah, you bitch.
So this is what Adrian Broner is kind of known for. He's been kind of a very controversial and polarizing figure in the boxing community, not really showing too much respect for authority, being this loud, flashy, flamboyant, outspoken boxer that has this persona about him, kind of like a Conor McGregor persona, but even worse. Just really cocky and arrogant, and that can be a good thing if you're winning all the time. But when you lose, like he just lost to Manny Pacquiao, and right now you're watching actual footage from the Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao fight. When you lose like this, decisively, this was a unanimous decision win for Manny Pacquiao. When you watch the fight, Adrian Broner barely landed any punches on Manny Pacquiao, and basically Pacquiao just ran that whole fight. It went to full 12 rounds. And overall, I don't think when this fight was said and done that anybody would argue that Manny Pacquiao did not win that fight. It was a very clear victory, very decisive victory. So that made it even more interesting when the fight was over in the post-fight interview in the ring. And this is what Broner had to say.
What did you think about the fight?
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. I controlled the fight. He was missing. I hit him clean more times. I beat him.
You averaged 8 punches. Less than 8 punches was the most punches that you had in the round, and it seemed as though you couldn't get close enough.
It already sounded like you was against me. So I already ain't got a fair shake talking to you. But let me talk something. Let me let y'all know. I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. What they trying to do is they trying to get that money again with Pacquiao and Floyd. But it's cool. I ain't worrying about it. I'm on top. Cincinnati, stand up. West Side, 2-5.
You're 3-3-1 in your last 7 fights. What will you do next?
Hey, I'm 3-3-1 my last 7, but I'll be 7-0 against you.
Well, that wouldn't mean much. That's the end of this interview.
So I guess you kind of got to give Broner credit for never breaking character and kind of staying in that cocky, arrogant persona. And the way that he talked down to the in-ring announcer, the way that he talked down to the commentator, it was true to character. But to say that he beat Pacquiao and that everybody watching knew he beat Pacquiao, it's just a ludicrous statement at this point. I mean, that, like I said, this cocky, arrogant persona works until you lose, and then you lose decisively. So I don't really know what the future is going to hold for Adrian Broner, but that was the fight this past weekend. All right, so next up in the news, we have the newest issue of Muscle Sport Mag is now on sale. This is the first issue of 2019, and I have a very interesting column in the 2019 issue of Muscle Sport Mag. This will be the issue that is featuring Greg Valentino on the cover of that magazine. So to buy the magazine, you can go to musclesportmag.com or visit Muscle Sport Mag on Instagram and buy it directly from Joe Pietaro. So thank you to Joe for publishing that column this month. I think you guys will really enjoy reading it. So if you want to check out my column, again, go get this most recent issue of Muscle Sport Magazine. I also have columns in a couple prior Muscle Sport Mags, so you can check those out as well. So the final story that I have for you guys today is that this video is sponsored by the Dr. Muscle app. So the Dr. Muscle app is essentially like a pocket personal trainer. It uses artificial intelligence to guide you in real time while you work out. So this app is currently trending on Indiegogo. I'm going to have the Indiegogo link in the description box below, and also the link to drmuscle.com, drmuscleapp.com rather, where you can learn more about what the app actually does. But essentially, you use the artificial intelligence in this app to track your workouts, and it automatically adjusts your workouts based on your progress. So effectively, it will increase your reps, your sets, the amount of weight you're using based on what your goals are and based on the rate of progression that you're already going at. So it's a very, very cool app. I'm going to go ahead and play the video for you guys here to get a better understanding of what the app is. And again, all the links to this will be in the description box below. So thank you guys for watching the video. Again, I'm very sick. I apologize for my voice sounding like crap, but I want to try to crank out as many videos as possible for you guys every single day, regardless of whether or not I'm sick. So thank you guys for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please check out the Dr. Muscle app. And thank you guys for watching the video. Nick Strength and Power signing out.
So it's January and you want to get in shape, but you can't afford a trainer, you're short on time, and motivation is tough. But what if you had a personal trainer in your pocket, available anytime, anywhere, to motivate you and guide you step by step when you train? It's artificial intelligence. It can help you get started, level up with you, and when you're more advanced, get you into the best shape of your life. Check this out. Hi, I'm Dr. Karl Noah. I'm an exercise scientist with a PhD in health statistics. I've been a trainer all my life and a coach for the Canadian Forces. I've helped about 10,000 people get in shape one-on-one, in group classes, and online. That's how I found that training is hard. It requires time, knowledge, and motivation. And even when you think you're doing everything right, you can still get injured, get stuck, or lose motivation, and quit. And when you quit, you lose your fitness and all your gains and have to start all over again. Maybe that rings a bell. Well, take it from me, I know.
In 2005, I weighed 143 pounds. And in 2009, 4 years later, I had gained 18 pounds of muscle. And I was proud of that. But by 2010, I was back down to 140.
What happened is that I had become intolerant to gluten. The doctors took 1 year to find out. So that year, I lost all the gains that I worked for 4 years to make. But in 2011, I learned to manage gluten and I moved to London, England for my PhD. And I started training with Dave Beatty. Dave was a 5-time world champion in powerlifting, a world record holder in the squat. I trained with him in his gym in Wembley, London for 3 months. And I gained 21 pounds of muscle in 3 months. Now granted, when you gain back muscle you've lost, it's quicker. But still I made the same progress in 3 months that I had made in 4 years before. What I should have done, and what you should do, is to focus on a key fundamental training principle. Every good trainer knows this. My coach Dave in London knew it. In fact, it's exactly what the American College of Sports Medicine recommends. So the secret is progressive overload. That just means that to progress you need to overload your workout. But the way you do it has to be very specific. You must increase at least one of the major training variables of your program so that you keep on challenging your body to improve. Just by increasing the load or doing each exercise more times, you make your body think, oh dear, this is new and unexpected. I need to improve. Your body will improve by building muscle and burning fat. Over time, men end up quite muscular and women more sculpted. Both get leaner. Plus, when you improve your fitness, you improve your health, your look, your energy, your strength, you improve your mood, your confidence, you even improve your sex life. You improve yourself. I believe in self-improvement. I really believe that getting in shape is one of the best ways you can do it.